Blended learning for kids is very beneficial, I truly believe. A little bit of both is the best for our children, for whether it's traditional or online learning. The blended learning really has its advantages because of the flipped classroom. Students can really learn ahead of time before they come to class at their own pace and understand the lesson. And then the next day, the teacher can go over the lesson and engage them in participation and can measure their beliefs and their understanding of the lessons. Online learning can also help students with gamification, can be used to motivate kids to play games to learn even better, and the lessons can be more geared to them. And even with gamification allows them to learn at their own pace. And then you have coding that creates critical thinking, and which causes creativity. And the online learning using these tools, these technology tools, can help students learn not only in their classroom, it helps them to communicate. Lessons can be designed for them to communicate globally all over our country. On the other hand, in the traditional classroom, it provides safety for the kids. They can learn in a less distracted environment. They get fed at school. They can get food and breakfast as well at school, because you have to be able to learn. You can't learn when you're hungry and you're tired. So it provides a nice, safe environment. And the traditional classroom also provides these tools for the students. It provides technology that most of the time stays up and running, whereas at home they have to have their own Wi-Fi, and it can be down most of the time, or it could be slow. So it all has its advantages. Blended learning really does have its advantages with a few disadvantages. But whether they're learning in a blended classroom or in the traditional classroom, I like the approach where the system approach, which allows students to know what they need, learn what they're supposed to. The lessons are geared to the students. It involves using techniques like Bloom's taxonomy, which helps us to set our objectives and align them with the state standards, and for students to learn in the right order. And I like the systems approach because it requires a pretest. You get to assess the students prior to education to see exactly what they know, so we won't waste education. And then at the end, they're allowed to be assessed with a summative test. And if things don't come out correctly, we can always reevaluate and redesign the instruction so that it's geared to the student. The systems approach also encourages you to be able to go out in the community and engage the parents, learn the students' parents. I think a good thing to do is have a night where not just the parents coming into our school to work and meet the teachers, but how about the teachers going to visit the actual homes of the students to get to know the students better and to get to have a better working relationship with the parent and be able to gear lessons to the student. How about having a lesson sometime where the student has someone famous in their or successful in their families? You can encourage that lesson. Or how about the student is interested in starting their own candy company when they get older? How about engaging that into the lesson and letting the student know how math and accounting can relate to their learning to help them get that candy store they like, or to be like that famous uncle they have. And that's why I think that in addition to blended learning, the systems approach using Bloom's taxonomy And all lessons geared to the needs of the individual students is what works, incorporating the 4 C's: the communication, the collaboration, the creativity, the critical thinking. All of those types of lessons helps children to be college and career ready, helps lessons to be aligned with the Common Core standards, and helps students to get what they need to know, what they need to learn to increase their communication skills so that they can compete and be competitive and be able to communicate not just locally but nationally and globally. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed my vlog.